Kenyatta early this morning, and as Elizabeth Atieno now reports, friends, families and a section of some political leaders have eulogized the late Njonjo as a hero who contributed in the foundation of the country at independence.
A somber mood has engulfed the home of former Attorney General and Kikuyu Member of Parliament Charles Njonjo, who died today at 5:15 a.m. in his Muthaiga home after he suffered from pneumonia.
He breathed his last, and it was actually as a result of a little bout of pneumonia, which he had suffered, and therefore had compromised his lungs.
Njonjo's body was then transported to the Kariakor Hindu crematorium for cremation that lasted for 2 hours.
And part of those instructions were that we must perform a cremation almost immediately after his passing. He didn't want any fanfare, he didn't want a lot of ceremony.
Close family and friends who gathered to the crematorium eulogized the late Njonjo as a man who valued and loved his family and especially his wife and children.
Actually, I remember him as a father-in-law. And he was a very special family man. I mean, his family came first. His son and his 2 daughters, his wife, those were always his priority. He was really the best father that any family could ever have, and grandfather. He was a grandfather several times over, and he was very, very special to not just his children but also his grandchildren. And he will be missed. There is a vacuum, and he will be missed.
The family spokesman, Njonjo's son-in-law Kari Kagiri, said that the family is determined to continue with the late Njonjo's legacy.
And so for those 101 years that we have seen, almost 102, shy by 21 days, we want to thank God for his life. His legacy is intact. I think that is clear.
A section of leaders in the country have sent the messages of condolences to the family of the late Njonjo. President Uhuru Kenyatta, who confirmed his demise through a statement from State House, eulogized Njonjo as a leader who laid a solid foundation upon which the country continues to thrive, further sharing his condolences with Njonjo's close family and relatives. Deputy President William Ruto has described the late Njonjo as a knowledgeable, blunt and dedicated advocate, and that the country will miss his wisdom and company. ODM leader Raila Odinga, who is also a longtime friend to the deceased, has stated that the nation has lost a towering giant who served in key roles during his life. Raila further stated that the legal fraternity has greatly benefited from his input. Elizabeth Atieno, TV 47.